Democratic lawmakers nationwide have been using town halls to energize voters unhappy with the Trump administration. But as you may have seen, many have been faced with angry crowds who want them to come up with a plan to counter the president's policies. Just yesterday, Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders and New York Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez kicked off their Fighting Oligarchy tour with rallies in Nevada and in Arizona. CBS News congressional reporter Taurean Small has been following all of this, all the town halls across the country, really, and joins us now from our D.C. bureau. Taurean, good morning to you. I want to start with Nidia Cavazos, though, because she spoke with Senator Bernie Sanders yesterday about what he thinks the future of the Democratic Party looks like. Let's just quickly play that clip.
Moving forward, who's the face to the Democratic Party?
Those people, working class people, young people, people who get their hands dirty, people who may not have graduated college, people who do not have PhDs in economics, people who are struggling to put food on the table. They've got to be involved. We got to listen to them. They are the future of the Democratic Party. And if we're going to transform this country and stop Trumpism, they are the people who are going to have to take the lead.
Interesting. Taurean, help us understand what that means. What policies are we hearing from both Sanders and Ocasio-Cortez?
Yeah, good morning, Arrow. So I found Nidia's conversation with Senator Sanders to be quite instructive. Really, we've heard the greatest hits of not just his presidential campaign, but also of the progressive policies or party's policies. We're seeing here some of the same things he said back in 2016 and 2020 about the need for universal health care, the appetite for increasing the federal minimum wage, and the massive crowd that we saw there seems to indicate that there is still this push for the Democratic Party to be pushed more toward the left, especially considering both the 2020 and 2024 presidential candidates and ultimately nominees made this attempt to reach toward the center. We're now seeing that this pushback to how Democrats have reacted in response to President Trump's agenda has created this rift in the party, which is why we see both Senator Sanders and Representative Ocasio-Cortez out speaking to these voters, really getting ahead of the Democrats' ire.
And as we've been reporting, there are many Republicans facing criticism at town halls in ruby red districts. Why is that?
Because there's this concern about overreach in government in response to President Trump's plan to drastically cut workforce across these departments and agencies. Elon Musk, the president's pick to head up the Department of Government and Efficiency, although the White House has walked back his involvement there because of litigation, has been brought up by name by many of these constituents, not just activists, not just protesters, but also Republican voters are saying they don't like his involvement in the government. They don't like the idea of unelected billionaires controlling the government. So Republicans have had to respond to that. I will say, though, that Speaker Johnson and Donald Trump have brushed off this quite a bit of criticism that their members are receiving, saying that they believe without proof that it's Democrats who are infiltrating these town halls in order to stir up quite a bit of controversy.
All right, Taurean Small at our D.C. bureau. Thank you, Taurean.